As I'm sure we've all heard of before, there are countless dangers associated with the use of media. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. We've had police officers come in to talk to us about online safety, teachers reminding us that technology is a privilege, not a right. And we've all probably had a parent bring up the topic at one point or another. So I guess we all have an idea of what a couple of these dangers are. But today, I'm not going to be talking about the things we've heard of before. Things like every day there are over 500,000 predators online, or that girls are subject to being cyberbullied by their best friends, or that 67% of teenagers claim that they know how to hide what they're doing online from their parents, or that only 1 in 6 guardians of victims know that their child has been harassed. Not even the fact that social media can literally destroy you. It can make you feel unworthy, not good enough, cause high levels of stress, anxiety, and can even lead to depression. I'm not going to talk about any of those things. Instead, today, I'd like to talk about something we haven't heard of before, something a little different, something called instant gratification, and the dangers that come along with it. But let's put a pin in that for a while and talk about success. As I was planning this, I came across an amazing TED Talk called Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, by Angela Lee Duckworth. She explains that the key to success isn't IQ or how intelligent you are, but is actually grit. That those of us who are grittier will end up more successful in life. Angela and her colleagues define grit as passion and perseverance for very long-term goals. It's the ability to not stop when things get hard, but to push through and keep going. To not quit when we fail once, but to sit back up and try again. Angela puts it perfectly when she says grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. One really great book that I'd recommend to everyone here is The Talent Code by Daniel Coyle. Sure, we've all heard the saying, practice makes perfect. Now this book talks about how that saying is true. Practice really does make perfect, but only the right kind of practice. The Talent Code explores a technique called deep practice. Deep practice isn't playing a song from beginning to end on the piano and we're done. It's not splitting your hockey team in half and playing each other until time's up. Deep practice is when we find that one stanza in the music that always trips us up, and we practice that one part over and over again. It's when we pinpoint that shot that we miss every time, and we practice that shot until we get it right. When we partake in deep practice, it's shown that we succeed faster and further. Okay, how does this tie into instant gratification? Instant gratification is when we want something now. It goes against grit and deep practice. As is shown earlier, the key to success isn't immediate. We're not just successful like that. It takes years and years and loads of effort. Now, the issue is that instant gratification is taking over our generation, special thanks to the internet. Picture this. The year is 2019. Everyone has a cell phone and everyone has a social media presence. Posting a photo on Instagram immediately floods our phones with comments and likes, making us feel noticed and important. Getting a snap back from someone makes us feel connected and involved. We quantify the amount of followers we have because essentially we are made to believe that having more followers makes us more popular. You could ask me any question and I'd never respond with, I don't know. I'd simply whip out my phone from my back pocket and have an answer ready for you in a few seconds. An answer that may not be as correct or as accurate as it should be, but nonetheless an instantly ready answer. Instant gratification is brief happiness and satisfaction, and it's addictive. We get it when we want it, it comes, we savor it, it fades and it's gone, and we keep coming back for more. Expecting everything to come instantly has major repercussions. Hard work is too much work. We want it now. It's a 0-mile fun run, where we get the trophy as soon as the whistle blows. We like it that way and we wouldn't have it any other way. We are unable to see that some things do in fact take time and effort, that the important milestones in life don't just happen overnight. We need to work for them. Success isn't instantaneous. Nothing worthwhile is. Now, instant gratification is setting us up for failure, and it doesn't simply start and stop online. Someone caught in this habit will avoid any action that causes them short-term pain and focus on all the actions that cause them short-term happiness, even if that same action will in the future lead to long-term pain. Instant gratification often manifests as procrastination. People caught up in this trap expect to gain something while doing nothing, but the reality is we have to give to get back. So what can we do about this? Here and now, when we set goals, we need to focus on the big picture. Keep our eyes on the prize. Focus on the end result. If the path we're on isn't quite working, we don't just give up hope. We have to find a different path that still leads to that same goal. If our goal is a pretty big one, then breaking it down into smaller milestones will definitely help us achieve it. We also need to watch our urges. We all get that itching feeling when we just have to pull out our phones and check for new messages, eat something not quite so healthy, put off that paper another day, or study for that test after another 1 or 2 episodes on Netflix. Self-control isn't a trait that we're just born with and that's it. It can be sharpened. We just need to stay motivated. Now, when it comes to the social media aspect, all we can do is try and disconnect. I know, what a nightmare. But seriously, what if everyone here tried to log off of all social media for a couple days? I know I sound crazy, but I tried to do what I'm talking about here. The goal was to go 3 days without social media. And unfortunately, I failed pretty badly. I was unable to complete the challenge because, like many others, I was tethered. I may have lost the battle, but the war still wages on. I know how terrifying it sounds.